2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
No kidding, Henny, this player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba every single time. He's that player.
You know, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though.
It's currently tied for 11th. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to work the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Ooh. No, that's too bad. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Justin Thomas currently in the lead as we head to the next tee.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the hybrid.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
This putt for par here.
Okay, steady now. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Just a short putt remaining here.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double.
Oh, just missed that one.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Teeing off here at the 5th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
This one looks to be a tad wayward. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
And now to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Okay, let's get back to the action.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Finally, they needed it.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to tee off at the 6th. Yeah, that one will play. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. That's not the outcome they were after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Solid little par putt here.
That was a gallant attempt. Ooh, right by the hole.
This next putt for double bogey. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Going with the 5-wood. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Oh, just missed. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
That hole's done. Sitting at 11 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
This hole is a par 4, but it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Coming off a double bogey. Interesting to see how they tackle this one.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades. And I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and everything. I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Time for the second shot at the 10th.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Well struck. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This one's for birdie. Oh, wow. Steady on there. 14 feet to the cup. Just hammered that through the line.
This is on a stupendous line.
A bit long on that one. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Currently at plus 15 for the round. Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last.
This one's going to the right.
A bit wild on approach there.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Okay, time to return to the action. From the sand, looking to get up and down. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. 11 feet to the cup. Oh, so close. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double.
Lydia Ko is currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard.
And then coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear that from the mind. There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par fours on the back nine here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick. Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Playing their fourth shot. Time for the fifth shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
And here we are with the third shot. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Little birdie look in here.
A bit too much pace on that one.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.